That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, Project's live start here. This one badass. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tommy C. The shop at Point Man, and Mr. Man behind the glass is none other than the legless one. Matt, how are you, sir?
Yes. I have one leg, Tommy, so I'm not legless.
Do you dream with two legs?
All the time. All the fucking time.
Jesus. This call-in show, you can load it up. I just had a couple things to say, and then something interesting happened on Mom's Basement. I'm going to play that too. I'm actually not here to attack Xanderhal. I found this very interesting. There's a girl that Xanderhal's going on with Lauren Southern, and he's also going on with some of our guys. Did a podcast with DeOrio. I guess he's doing that today or tomorrow, or he did it already. I forget. And Xanderhal's taking a lot of shit, so it's a quasi-defense. You know, I don't see somebody that, I don't know why he fancies himself a political mind, but that's a different story for a different time. But he's certainly entitled to do it, and he's entitled to talk to anybody he wants, and I really don't see it being very effective if you're trying to convince people of your ideology, if you can't go to people that generally disagree with you. Now, the podcast Nick and Vega do, it's not a political thing. It's a YouTube thing. There's just somebody on this what'd she call herself? Sad Laura. Yeah, she's kind of sad. And, she's pissed off that he's talking to people, which actually it makes more sense that he would talk to engage with people that generally disagree with him. I think the disagreement on what the hell is Nick's podcast name? I can never remember it.
Half-baked.
Half-baked. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense. That's just from me a YouTube perspective, but it's a chance to build this channel, to argue and talk with people, and I know my people don't hate you. They're not I found it funny because the people that are constantly accusing people of bigotry and racism and are just some of the most hateful people I've ever come across in my life. So much so that it's just comical. And the amount of shit that he's taking. So I thought we'd go over that. If you want to go on a wait and a call, and I'm going to play a little spot from Mom's Basement. I want to check if Def Noodles is, because this needs to be out there. All right, Def Noodles. Let me see here. Somebody who's not headphone. Like now, I'm going to put this on screen. We'll put that off screen. You can see there's no growth, and there was pretty consistent growth up until Nick's video kind of hit it, and then he made another one that was excellent. It was, in a lot of ways, it was a lot more hard hitting than the original, and growth is stopped for now a week straight. Sometimes you go in here, if it just recently happened, you'll see a drop, and I'm wondering if we're going to see another drop soon. But I don't know how many subs he's losing, and anything he puts up they're pretty algorithm friendly. So yeah, it bleeds. I have a feeling he's replacing a lot of the subs that he's getting, that he's losing with uploading more videos. So that's interesting to me. Congratulations to Nick and his video. And I think Nick's kind of right, where Def Noodles is crossing the line where he's just going to bring in Apocalypse Now. Or I really don't think that's always thrown around, I'll be perfectly honest with you. But a YouTube rule that could cripple us. Because this guy has no, as Nick says, respect for the truth. And no interest in reporting. It is clickbait for money. It doesn't matter who it runs over. There's no satirical character here. He's a liar. So let's get into this more. So performing, Sad Laura writes, performing tanky genocide deniers. Well, who's a genocide denier? And what's a tanky? I noticed they have a like nomenclature for everybody. Everybody fits into a box somehow. There's no nuance. There's just binary good people, bad people, and several shades of bad people. You know,
I think a tanky is like the pro like communist Soviet like hardcore communist types of people that are like big into like the extreme communism. I could be wrong there, but it's basically like standing communism. Basically.
Okay. Xanderhal writes, exciting weekend ahead, talking to London Southern on Wednesday on a stream at 5 p.m. Pacific, and then going on the podcast at Turkey Time. So this won't be streamed, though. Mark your calendars. Awful. Podcast on Thursday, not Wednesday, by the way. It's pre-recorded, so you won't go up till later. All right. Platforming tanky genocide designs is dangerous, he said. I don't know. You sure that's what tanky means?
Yeah, I think she's quoting Xanderhal.
Oh. So
so she's saying
so half bakes they're genocide deniers, or is she talking about Lauren Southern?
I mean, that's.
Is she a genocide denier of some kind?
I'm not sure. I don't want to go on record saying that.
Yeah. I was tired of talking to the dangerous red fascists. Dangerous red fascists. So maybe you're right.
I think Xanderhal has criticized the tankies before.
Yeah.
And now he's going on with, I guess, Lauren Southern, who's very right-wing, so I guess she's trying to throw that.
What genocide does she deny? So therefore, I'm going to have a nice convo with actual fascists this week. Make sure to tune in. She got 400 likes. That's fucking funny. And then here's the proof. No more milkies. I don't know what that means. Xanderhal responded with a Pepe. I'm not sure how that makes him a bad. Let me tell you something. Next guy calls me up and says we're going too far with fucking Bunty King. I just want you to remember this. He keeps chiming in, so he's game. All right, so I don't care how many videos they make on him. He wants them, and the reason he wants the videos made on him so he can claim some kind of he's gonna run and he's gonna pull a race car one day, and he's gonna say they're only making fun of me because I'm brown. So you are like a genocide denier, or prefer the normal people, Laura? What is she talking about? I guess she didn't respond to that. Dang, genocide denier. Well,
are they talking about the Armenian genocide?
Yeah. God, what a genocide. They're rushing to their own people. Or Ukrainian. How the fuck do you literally harass an ML trans woman, call her an abuser and a psychotic fascist amongst the worst shit on earth, then go to a friendly YouTuber podcast with a literal Nazi and a chud? It's so fucking tiring. Like, Xanderhal isn't above criticism. He's just another YouTuber Twitch and trying to capitalize. That's probably true. However, Mel is a piece of shit and legitimate, far off from a literal Nazi in some aspects of the rhetoric she spouts. I mean, everybody is, oh my God, how do you have a podcast with all your guests being subhuman? Like, isn't that like the definition of bigotry and racism? Thinking like another human being based on ethnicity. I guess for them it's okay. It's ideological. That's pretty angry. Whoa. American leftists hate communism more than they hate fascism. Yeah, these are commies. I get this. Left-wing grifters. Yeah, lefties get the bullet first. Hear that? Hear that, Xanderhal? I wouldn't even call Xanderhal left-wing. He's just a lib and clearly has never read into any theory in his life. Ever keeps pulling and keeps platforming. Actually, not. He's being platformed. He's not platforming anybody, from what I understand. He said he took the Sodam pill after a former then Maoist mutual debated him and corrected Xanderhal on the basic concept of anarchism. Jesus Christ! I mean, these guys have the worst fucking, most horrible ideologies on the planet.
Money, I guess.
They're the fucking Nazis. Tankies are USSR sympathizers that downplay Holodomor and love Stalin. Okay. Well, liberals do that too.
So like the Vosh and the Destinies, they're very attacked by these tanky people. Like the tankies don't like.
Yeah, they're
them.
not as far left. They're not far left
Yeah,
enough.
because they're not far left enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not far left enough. They don't believe in something that's failed miserably in my lifetime and led to death to tons. But I don't even think, like, if I were to go on a Vosh, and I'm not a political guy or, you know, like I said on here before, I can take or leave my opinions. I don't think any of you guys would say, you know, how could you go on there, blah, 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 or if I had him on here. Like nothing. It's just like, this is such a situation of, you know, you're the guys that kind of full of hate. He has great reach and he uses it to tell people so that YouTuber is a bit of a reactionary and that voting Biden is good. What have you done, tankies? Very interesting that the last 4 days he's not tweeted once about the new police brutality case either. He's just so good at online activism, spreading awareness. Can't do what he wants. I mean, these are the people that are just like foaming at the mouth. This is fucking funny. And then they let's see. They go after Nick's. They go after Nick's weight immediately. You know,
Yeah.
Xanderhal, Tommy, I'm being framed. My 12-year-old cousin runs a Twitter account. That's never gonna go away, is it? It's extreme cringe. He always has a brilliant take. You're welcome to come and hang out with our you can talk with us. Jesus. What else do they have here? Tired, dangerous fascists. I guess it's Turkey Tom saying the N-word.
At one point, she calls him Turk Gay Tom.
Yeah. I think all the rules for the liberal rules go out the window if you're deplorable. Here's a picture of a white guy, a really, really white guy. Man, I have really dark humor. Racism. This is how funny you are. The racism is no longer ironic. I repeat, the racism is over. Boy. These guys seem pissed. Pissed. 15-year-old edgy jokes, even being racist. Yeah. Holy shit! I've heard some racist controversy about Turkey Tom before, dude. What the fuck is Xanderhal even thinking? Well, why wouldn't he? The thing is, let's say Turkey Tom is a fucking foaming out the mouth racist instead of a foaming out the mouth commie. Like, why wouldn't you talk? Like, what's going to happen? What could possibly happen? Is like the entire goal of your ideology is to shut anybody down that has a disagreement, which want to convince people? Because otherwise you sound like a bunch of fucking fascists. Shut up. Shout down. You can't talk to him. Everybody's inhuman. That's a racist talk. God only knows what he's thinking, but he's definitely not something a normal socialist would think. Another thing that's failed miserably over the years. Most definitely not by any means. And this is just for talking to... I mean, I get the... everyone here's fronting. I know Laura across the street when she sees me. I guess it's supposed to be a black guy. Yeah, so she's going. Is there anything else I'm missing here? It's too funny. Very, very funny. I just want to talk out. They're the ones that are pissed. They're the ones that are angry. They're the no. It also, like, these people ever get in charge. It's no fun city. Let me tell you. And I'm not talking about racist jokes. I'm talking about everything, because everything could be dangerous to these people. If you can't talk to somebody you disagree with because it's dangerous, what do you think happens when these people get in power? And the same thing has happened in other communist countries. Everybody's to shut up and follow. It's really, they're Nazis and fascists like the rest of them, and it's just a different end of the ideological spectrum. Look, I'm willing to talk to anyone except people who don't believe that the U.S. is suddenly and deeply concerned about human rights of Muslims in China and be truthful to their allegation. I assume he's talking about Lawrence Southern because he could possibly be talking about Nick.
Yeah, I mean, really the only thing they had was Turkey Tom saying the N-word a few times back in 2016.
Well, there's another problem with the bigotry part. I mean, Fucking Vega's a beaner. No,
Yeah. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. No, that dude.
No, yeah, he kick your ass. But he knows. Like, my point is, obviously, I'm making an ethnic joke there, but my point is it's little. It's impossible that Vega has any kind of white supremacist leanings of any kind. But I'm sure they call him that. I'm sure they call him a race traitor. That's the thing that gets me about these people. It's like, you're a race traitor. You're a tanky, or you're a chud, or you're like this is the way fascists behave. Everybody's got a slot they fit in. Exciting week ahead. Essentially, a site full of talking to fascists.
So I'm reading on the genocide that they're denying is the Holodomor genocide.
Yeah,
the
what's
Russian
that?
That's one that they tend to deny a lot. And that's why they're called genocide deniers.
I'm not even familiar with the Holodomor. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I know there was tons of. I'm familiar with. If they're talking about what happened in the Ukraine, they starved everybody to death. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. I still can't believe this is happening. Incredibly disappointed. Clown face. No way this is real, bro. It literally is, unfortunately. What possibly, like what's under threat here? What possibly could happen? And you're telling me this girl's an e-girl?
Justin Wang follows her. That's what I'm going off of, and he follows her. That's what I'm going off.
Having discussion with different ideologies is regularly good, as long as you don't make any exceptions when it comes. It just becomes clear that you favor one over the other. What? That doesn't make any sense. Having discussions with different ideologies regularly is good, as long as you don't make any exceptions. So I guess she wants him to talk to the tankies. I gotta be honest with you. I wouldn't talk to a Ku Klux Klansman. I have nothing to say to them. I wouldn't, I wouldn't talk to. If I was going to platform, it'd probably just be embarrass them. I wouldn't, any kind of hardcore, communist that that believes, executing a certain amount of the population by ideology. I don't think I give the time of day to them. But I think if I wanted to, I should have the right. And I'm not going to criticize anybody else for platforming.
Yeah, Howard Stern used to do it.
Yeah, he put on that was
that
was the smartest thing ever. They put this Daniel Carver, the KKK guy, and he just, he didn't really challenge him. He just let him go off. And I'm sure somebody of Jewish and black on that show. It did so much damage to anybody that might want to think that these far right people are smart. He just let Daniel Carver talk. Turkey Tom and Nicholas Story fascist. Make it make sense. Not the most political. I mean, Tom's a little more political than the other one, but I wouldn't. I'm so glad I don't know who this is. No one tell me. All right. Don't look, Marion. Keep your eyes shut. Yeah, keep your eyes shut. As long as you don't like TYT or Hassan, I guess you can get away with this tweet. Well, it's dumb. Dumb, hateful, stupid. maybe Xanderhal goes on and owns them. And he gets the upper hand.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not that important at all. Maybe Xanderhal is just a dumb fucking kid that thinks he's doing something important in his life because he has an interest in politics.
Maybe he proves the pipeline exists.
Yes. Maybe he proves that Tom's a QAnon member.
Yeah.
Or a real racist. It's too funny. And fuck this guy. Extreme crazy. So, what's this guy's deal? Just controlled by opposition for right wingers? I don't even know what he's talking about. Is she still going on about this?
As far as like a couple hours ago, she's still replying to people.
Nothing to do, I guess. Well, if she's an e-girl. We don't know if she's an e-girl, though. That's not very good journalism. You're doing deaf news journalism here, Matt. I'm ashamed of you. Well, fucking... Justin Wang follows every fucking. I haven't even released the episode. We're already called fascists. What could possibly go wrong? Do you know who Lauren Southern is? Yes. Thanks for the clout boost. So what does it mean? Are you just doing this for clout? So I don't take anything you have to say seriously? Maybe you don't even believe in what you're doing? It probably, at some level, that's what it is. You have bigger YouTubers paying attention to you. This is making fun of DeOrio's weight, which is funny. It's like making fun of your missing leg.
Yeah.
He's got drool in his face and double stuffed Oreos. For sure. By the way, that double stuffed Oreo came from like a far right. That whole meme came from the alt-right guys when we were going up against them. Yeah. That was Zoom and all them. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they'll take it. No problem. Oh. That's too funny.
She's still going. She's been going.
Still going.
2 minutes, 25 minutes, 15 minutes. She's defending her honor as a.
She's enjoying every bit of this. This is fun. Same reason. This is too funny. So I'm like, you thought I was going for Xanderhal. I was like, Xanderhal has a right to fucking speak. I mean, he has a right to do what he's doing. I think it's silly when people get involved in politics at this level that really haven't accomplished much. God, I almost think they should raise the voting age. But kids are going to be kids, and that's just the way it is. I can't say, in total honesty, I cannot say I was any better than Xanderhal. I just didn't have a YouTube channel and a platform when I was his age. I would fucking aggravate everybody to death. That anybody that would listen to me on my fucking very important worldviews. And most people just thought I was an asshole, and I just made a lot less friends. And you start shoving your shit down everybody's throat. You sound like you're just a fucking church lady at the end of the day,
Yeah.
But in fairness to Xanderhal, I wasn't much better, maybe worse. So I was mentioned on the. You guys got to get in there. We're gonna take calls real soon. I was mentioned on Mom's Basement.
Yeah. It's at, I believe, 8:55.
Remind me to put the link in the description box. But here we go.
Recently with Deaf Noodles, because it's actually unbelievable.
I want to say I watched half of Cavos's video because I'm in love with him. We actually last minute tried to have him hop on the show. He didn't respond. I don't think he saw any of our messages. But I wanted him to join us.
Nick, how do you feel that your seconds are sloppy seconds?
Well, I'm sloppy seconds, and I'm also the second smallest person to ever be on here, next to my friend Tommy C.
We were gonna get you guys both on at the same time. It was gonna be four of us. Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Tommy C was on this show.
Oh God, remember? You weren't there that day.
You hate Tommy.
No, I knew he was on the show. Is that why I have you blocked on Twitter, by the way?
I think I was spamming you Tony earlier. I think in 2018, before I even had a channel. That actually might be my fault.
Just talking shit, being a scumbag, typical, just Twitters. Okay. Let's get back to the Deaf Noodle shit. So I watched half of that Cavos.
That's great.
Fair play to FaZe Banks. He actually sounded really good on this podcast.
He did?
Generally sounded,
Look. I want to make this abundantly clear. I don't hate him. I had a respect for him before the Barley House incident. I had a problem with the Barley House incident. And I thought he was treating people like the type of people where he supposedly comes from, the working class, the Boston area. And I thought he acted like he was in L.A. We caught him in lies. But, look. 2-3 years, you can't fucking hate people forever, man. Nick kind of taught me that. So whatever, he unblocked me. I want to say 2-3 years ago, and we've been fine ever since. I have no problem with it. Did he really not know I was on though? I guess not. I think he was joking around.
I think he was joking around.
Well, I'll tell you a little inside story. After the whole thing recording, when I was on Mom's Basement, I said to because he was on vacation at the time. And I said, look, tell Banks that I appreciate, because I couldn't imagine a world where Banks would allow me to be on after, the fights we got in, unless he knew about it. And I said to, Clown, it's like, just at some point, tell Banks thank you. And I'm all about bygones being bygones. Clown says to me, he really doesn't like you. I'm not going to tell him that. All right. You want to take calls today? Nah, he really doesn't like. I don't think I'm going to do that. But no, all right. I've always been impressed with Banks has been able to do with FaZe and what have you. I think he's got a lot of. I just think he's kind of full of shit, you know. But it's a good podcast too, and I think he's been good on it more than once. You know what I really like the guy from Logan Paul when he's on that show. It's just fucking first class.
Oh, Mike Majlak?
Yeah, that guy's great podcaster. Logan's a good podcaster, but you can tell Mike's the anchor of that show.
Yeah,
you know,
there's some things I don't like about him sometimes. I think he's kind of fake at times, but like,
I feel like they're
cool.
all fucking LA fuckboys, but whatever. That's like the scene, you know, whatever. Green Man, long time. Let's see if we can understand you. And he comes on and what's up? How can I help you?
Well, how can I help you being cancelled by FaZe Banks, man? You've made
He's not going to cancel me.
No, I was going to say to you, I really don't like FaZe Banks. I think people like him are the pure scumbags of you.
I don't think he's a pure scumbag.
Do you know what I mean?
There's way worse people than Banks. And I think, I don't know, you say crazy shit when you're coming out of, but you got kicked out of a bar, you got roughed up, and he said some crazy shit. My problem is I don't even care that he did that. He double, triple down on it. I don't like the way he went after those shit. The people that
he's sitting in a mansion in LA with ice scum, mate, and you're trying to defend this guy.
Here's another thing. You know what kind of changed? It was Scarce. Scarce is a good guy. Can we agree on that?
Aye, Scarce is cool. I like Scarce.
Scarce told me that fucking Banks has always been good to him, and he'd never say a bad thing about him. And he was like, "Look, I understand you guys had beef, but
sitting in a mansion in LA, Tommy, you can't defend this guy sitting in a mansion."
Why can't I defend it? Why can't I defend him? Just because he has money makes him a bad guy. I mean, I wouldn't want him dating my sister or anything.
Your attitude, mate. He's a pure dickhead, mate. I don't mind if you've got money. Like, I'm not sitting like complaining about the sidemen sitting in a nice house. This guy's sitting in a house with rice scum, sitting pretending to be a wannabe gangster, making pure shitty. Mate, this guy thinks he's a hard man.
Well, I called him out on it. I called him out on all that shit. I mean, how long can I?
I'm just saying, mate. He's just a dickhead, mate.
When did that happen? That happened in like November of 2017.
Laugh at yourself. No, mate, he takes himself seriously. He's sitting arguing with Nick DeOrio in a podcast. Get a grip.
You know, you didn't think the podcast is good? You don't think? What do you like, Xanderhal?
I think he should laugh at himself. I think he should learn to take a joke.
I don't think he's that. Look, I tend to agree with you. All right, that's the way I am. But not everybody's like that. What are you gonna do? I think.
Well, I just think he's a dickhead for being like that. People like that are dickheads.
I'm surprised. Like he grew up around. I imagine growing up in the Boston area, like he grew up around a lot of Irish, and you know you can't be Irish without taking the piss out of yourself. You know, to me anyway, you take yourself that serious.
Wait, just the way I look at it, see if you're like a multi-millionaire, forgive Tommy C. What is it to you to forgive? Why are you sitting getting angry at a random guy you've never met a podcast and you're associated with Tommy C then? Like, come on.
But I think I was being far. I don't think he said he knew I was on. So I don't think he was being. No, I don't think so. We've been fine.
I just ask you.
And by the way, 2016. By the way, 2016, before all this shit with the Barley House, he reached out to me, not the other way around. He reached out to me and was very nice to me. I'm not taking back anything I said about him.
You know, maybe I'm wrong. He probably
I'm not taking anything I said about him. I think all my criticisms are legit. But you know, there comes a time where you got to let this. Maybe I'm getting old. This comes a time where you got to let shit go. He didn't. Look, this is not I am Alex levels of horse shit here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm being a bit of a hypocrite.
Gotta be. God, you know, I'm just no, because you're an uptight Celt and you're angry all the fucking time. Stop being so fucking angry. Just become an American.
Yeah, do you know what it is, man? I need to take a joke. He should. Do you know it as well?
I agree. You can take it. I know you. You can take a joke.
I love your FaZe Bank.
I don't know. Not everybody's.
Bank's okay, come on.
You can't all be the same.
Love Tommy FaZe. Wait, I'm back into the FaZe clan. FaZe clan, Tommy C. 20.
You know what I like about that guy? He made a lot of money for a lot of kids that played video games and game careers, and I think that's honorable. You know.
That's true. He's made a lot of millionaires. How many mums' houses has he bought, by the way?
Yeah.
Like 20 people's
Look, I don't think I'd want him dating my fucking daughter or my sister or something like that, but, you know. He's a dude, whatever. And I told you, I had his friend. His name was Bill Shit. You know, right? He told a lot of whoppers, right? Never as like what Banks did, but you know, we just all kind of tolerated it because we loved him. Yeah, that's the way it goes. All right, get out of here, Green Man. Go smoke a joint. Let's see, Plush Man. Anything? Phone's open. Phone's open. Matt Pitt. Go ahead.
I hit your.
Or Plush Man. Sorry.
Okay.
Fucking, whoops.
So, if I recall correctly, this is exactly about Xanderhal, but it's mostly going to be a dumb thing. But anyways,
Sure.
There was a post on the cringe political takes where they made a tier list and they placed Xanderhal to like A or some shit like that.
Good for him.
And then I saw another tweet or like a reply or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That I replied, "No, Xanderhal is cute," with a bunch of smiley faces.
Oh, okay.
Then I got blocked.
Oh, by Xanderhal? Oh, I'm not saying he's a tough dude by any stretch. You know, I mean, he's probably sensitive like the rest of them, right?
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think you should be able to talk to every. I'm sticking up for Xanderhal on this. I think you should be able to talk to who you want. You know, I'm sorry, Half Baked is not a political show. Lauren Southern is, but I don't know why you wouldn't. If you were a fan, why wouldn't you be rooting for him to do well against Lauren Southern? It just makes perfect sense to me. Why not? You know, like it seems to like, yeah, go get her, like make her look bad, have a good argument, win the debate. Instead, it's, you know, he's edging towards deplorable. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know, whatever. I mean, I'm sure I'll get into his Xanderhal one day or whatever. You know, I don't really have too much positive to say about the guy.
I appreciate his willing to debate people.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he goes on the Half Baked podcast is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really
I'm not
care.
saying he's not an asshole. I'm not saying he's not up his own ass. I'm not thinking I'm not saying he's not self-important. But all that being said, you know, talk if you want to talk. I think it's stupid for the people that age to be this invested in politics. It's such a waste of energy.
Well, because your personality changes as
it does, and you start hating people. It's no fun. And I tell you something. You know who fucking smells, unless they're hateful themselves, hate? Like women have this like, it's like a second sense. They can tell if you're hateful, right? And you know what? They don't want to procreate with that. And it's probably like some kind of, I don't know, something Darwinistic or something. It's just you keep the fucking mean motherfuckers out of the gene pool, you know?
Yeah.
Probably. Mm-hmm.
That's why the whole incel thing happened, because everybody's so mad they can't get laid. And
I think it's like a subconscious thing. Like if I were to say something horrible about blacks, like 99.9% of girls would be like, fuck that guy. I thought he was cute. No blowjob for him. You know, and I think the same thing goes the other way. If you're constantly railing about left-wing politics and how everybody's deplorable, you know, it's like, oh, fuck this guy. He's full of hate. Like I think it goes on a subconscious level. How, you know what I think everything goes, women hate when I say this. I don't really give a fuck. I really think everything comes down to, especially young women that haven't been married, how would this person treat a child? I think at the end of the day, that most women, not all, have that in the back of their mind. How would this person treat a child? And that's important. You know, whether they're going to have babies or not have babies, or they're interested, it's like, it's a turnoff. So like, let's say some girls just looking to get laid, you know, have some sex at a party. And, you know, she's interested in the dude and he says something really turning her off. Like, and it tends to turn, I think at a really base level, that's how would this person treat a child? I really do. I believe that. Nikki, I have one girl who agrees with me, but I don't think it's like a conscious thing. It's a turnoff because, you know, let this guy fuck me, and God forbid he accidentally gets me pregnant, and then I fuck the guy at the party that said, you know, horrible things about, you know, black people or horrible.
Then
things
I got to share a
people.
child with this guy.
Yeah, now I got to share a child. I got his hateful DNA in me, and I really do. I think the more I read about Freud, because when you first read about Freud, you're like, you're like, dude, that's crazy. I don't want to fuck my mother, you know. But when you really, I think a lot of the decisions human beings make are subconsciously about sex and procreation. I really do. I think we all do it, and we can't escape it. All right, there's your lecture, Plush Man. Get the fuck out of here. Bye.
I agree.
What do you want? Okay, bye.
I agree with you because
Yeah.
I think guys go to politics to get women's attention. You know what I mean? Like, especially like the lefty guys.
Sure.
Or like the male feminists.
They're spreading their peacock, but I think it's like the worst thing you can do. Unless unless the chick's into, if she's looking for a man like that. I'm sure there's a lot of people looking for a guy like Xanderhal. He's not a bad looking dude. You know, he's a young guy. He's got a platform. I'm sure he's getting plenty of poontang. And good for him. Hope he doesn't get me too'd with his fucking view on women and stuff. That's the other thing. You start fucking standing on that hill, on that pedestal. I mean, it can be turned around on you real quick because this is the thing, boys. You're going to get in fights with girls. You're going to have disagreements. You know, it's going to happen. It's going to get ugly. You know. I would love to live on Arcade Road. That's awesome. It's lots of arcades, right? Awesome. All right. Hang Sight, you're on the air.
Yo.
What's up, man? How you been? How are you? Like, we haven't talked like in a while. Like, your injury when you get hit by a car. How's that going?
Great. I've just been back to work. I've been busy all this time.
How long did it take you to go back to work? This man I'm talking to got hit by a fucking car, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit and run, but
they catch that guy to hit you.
Yeah, he's serving time, 10, 15 years, bro.
Get the fuck out. Good.
Was he drunk? Was he drunk?
No, he was just reckless. Doesn't know how to fucking drive.
Jesus.
Is any permanent damage? You're up because you're a young guy, man. You probably recovered from this.
No, I'm 100, like 95% right now. Actually,
good for you.
I've been back to work for 2
you
months.
had such. You must have a big heart because you never said anything hateful about this guy. And I'm not. You're a better man than me because I'll be like, fuck that guy. I hope he dies. I hope he gets cancer. I hope he gets butt fucked in jail. You know, you concentrate and recover, which is the more healthy way to do it. But,
if it was a Lieutenant Cobra, I'll tell him to get hit by a Mack truck.
You got hit by a Mack truck. Tell Cobra what it feels like.
Hey, no, but Tommy,
sure.
I want to know, man, how did you land a 20-year-old when you were 16? Because older women would look at me sideways when I was that age, man. Shit.
I don't know. I was hanging around this dude that was like 20, and I know I think he probably was banging her too. And I worked at a library. So I would kind of go to his place. He had his own place, and we used to go get fucked up and smoke pot and, you know, watch fucking Godfather. And I don't know. I think she wanted to, even though I'd slept with another girl prior to that, but she wanted to like deflower me, I guess. I think it was kind of weird thing, you know?
Did your parents know about that?
No.
Okay.
They're listening now. What the fuck? Catholic.
Because you know, nowadays you hear that stuff, of course, and you know people are traumatized by that. But
I was traumatized getting my nut off.
Right.
I'm telling you.
That's cool. Okay.
I remember she had there was some kind of birth control she was wearing, and but it wasn't the pill. And my mom always told me if a girl tells you she's on birth control, she's lying. Yeah. So no, I insist on the condom anyway. Yeah.
Is that like a Catholic thing?
I didn't fuck her to drug that. I brought her back. I brought her back to my house. See, I either worked 3 to 6 after the library or 6 to 9, right, and closed it. So on a day that my parents were home, if we worked 6 to 9, and she would do the schedule, so we could fuck once a week.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't know. Like everybody gets mad at me when I say like, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what you think. When I hear about like 15, 16-year-old guys banging like their teachers 30, I fucking think it's funny. You know, and I watch these kids, and I mean, look, I don't want anybody to have any kind of like women in any kind of sexual encounter that was forced upon them or anything. But it's really tough for me to feel bad for teenage guys. I heard this teenage guy's ass, and she took her clothes off, and she told me to sleep with her. And I was like, yeah, and you got a boner and fucked her. Like, it's not rape to me. I know it's like the worst thing in the world. We're supposed to feel sorry for absolutely everybody. You know, you get a situation where, you know, you get some. I've heard of stuff like this where women would molest prepubescent boys. It's rare, but it happens. Yeah, then you know, lock her up, throw away the key. But when you get to be a teenager, I mean, by the time I was 14, I could fuck anything. You know, Jesus, couldn't keep my hand off my cock. You know, and here's this woman, you know, nice enough to let me put it in her pussy.
Man.
I mean,
yeah.
I told my wife all this shit. She didn't say, "Oh, poor you." You know, her idea is, "Oh, you're such a slut." Yeah.
Yeah, if it was a different story where the 20-year-old just like caught you out of nowhere.
She's almost 50. Let's see, she's almost 50 now. God damn. Tough life.
Yeah, but if it was to a point where you felt forced upon, it would, of course, it would have been a different story. But like you were consensual enough to do it, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. So, no, she asked me if I wanted to, and I said yes. So we arranged it. I did it when I was like 15, 16, and that was it. And then I had a few like girlfriends I hooked up with in between that. Did I sleep with any of them? I don't remember. I don't think so. And then I met my girlfriend, like the love of my life, when I was like fucking 17, 18, my last year in high school. And then I pissed that away when I went to college. Yeah, that's the way it happened. That's a good thing. Crazy. I wouldn't be over here. You know, I regretted that for years, like 10 years. So, and you know, she went on and became like a fucking doctor or some shit.
Well, where I'm from, Tommy, we can marry up to like 4 wives, and
that's good for you.
Really care.
Good for you. So good for you. I hope you get 4 wives. You know, I listen. I was in Iraq. You have to have money to do that, though, because that's why guys marry. They're just kind of flaunting they're waving their dicks around, quite literally. That's how you get more than one wife. But that's not really common. That's not that common in Islam. Like regular guys have 1 wife. You know. I can't imagine.
My dad, he like married my mother, and he didn't really meet anybody else. So that could happen in a rare occasion.
That's why he didn't have another wife.
No, he loved her. That's he didn't
really
want another wife.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that what do they call that, polyamorous? I don't think that works. Yeah. But it's tough. It's tough when you're a man, because I don't feel it any differently than I did when I was a teenager. And the only thing that keeps me, well, now it's probably my gut, but prior to that, the only thing that, you know, keeps me from sleeping with other women is my word. That's it. That's it. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's not that I think if you marry somebody, make them understand that. Like, you don't, just because you love, it doesn't mean I love my life any less. But I want to bang everything that moves. I think about sex constantly. I don't think that I think I'm normal. I'm just expressing it. I think about sex constantly. I think women understand that.
It's called being a dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what it is.
Everybody thinks like that.
But you know, I want to, you know, keep my kids, and you know, nothing would destroy me more. If I were to do something like that, Andy'd just be destroyed. She'd be hurt. She'd cry. She's not gonna, you know, I don't want to hurt her. So I'm just gonna have to suck it up, and she's gonna have to start putting out more.
Yeah, but wait a minute, Tommy. What if your daughter was that age, 16, that she met a 20-year-old man, but she didn't tell you?
Well, I would probably, you know, definitely get it and stop it. You know, but the problem is the laws over here favor the 20-year-old guy, unfortunately. Yeah, if she consents. There's not much I can do. I can ask for a police investigation, and if she tells the cops I consented, then that's the end of the investigation. It doesn't matter if the guy's 70. That's the way it works over here. You know, anywhere, and that's 14 to 18. That's the way it works.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Yeah, a lot of people don't go to jail for stupid bullshit, and they don't fucking, you know, this 17, 18 sort of arbitrary line doesn't exist over here. So it's still socially unacceptable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to be the most popular guy in a German village, but legally you consent. There's two things that'll get you busted for sleeping with a teenager. If you fucking get them drunk, if you lied to them and saying by doing this will happen, or of course if you threaten them, if you don't sleep with me, then you have to be, it roughly translates, you have to be, once you're 14, you have to consent, but be of your own will. And that means a 14-year-old can consent to anything. Parents could ask for an investigation, but usually nothing comes of it. Because it's always, you know why? Different. You know what it happens? 14-year-old girl gets into a German club by lying about her age, goes home with a guy. Parents find out. They want fucking police involvement. They take the girl aside. Were you raped? Were you thing? Then what happened? I got drunk. We went back to his apartment. Did you go with willingly? And that's the end of the investigation. That's the way it works in Germany.
Even the guy didn't know how to age. That was the investigation.
What's that? You could ask for an investigation if they're between 17 and 14 as a parent. But it doesn't go anywhere if she consented. You know, she can give consent, but she has to be of her own volition. He, by the way, it counts for gays as well. Your boy could do it as well. That's the way it works. As we go. Take care, buddy.
All right, take care, man.
Bye-bye.
Hit by a car. Wow.
Who got him? Yeah. The guy fucking left him there. They got him.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's been in pain for the last 2 years, dude. It's been a while. He's been in pain. He's a long-time fan. Sir Throbbing Hood, you're on here.
Hey, Tommy.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, actually. I got an A on a test, so I'm at the top of my game. When you started talking, I can't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
When you started talking about like the 15-year-old guy and like 20-year-old woman, there's this big commentary YouTuber. He's not in the commentary circles anymore. Mm-hmm. He has main subs. His name is Birdman. He used to do a series called "This Is Not a Crime," where all these cases, like with the 16-year-old guy,
like a guy and an older woman,
20-year-old. Yeah, older woman.
It's a crime in the States.
How ugly the woman was.
It's a crime in the States.
You would decide whether it was a crime or not.
You know, it's definitely a crime in the States. So that's too funny. Look, it is a crime, and if these women are get arrested, that's on them. They know the law. You know, what the fuck? You really what could a 15-year-old boy possibly give you? You know, I mean, like just date a man. It's quite easy. So I don't care if these girls go to jail, but I just don't feel terribly sorry for the guys because I was a teenager.
Yeah, he's actually really good, and I'm surprised that nobody talks about him anymore because he had his beef with Keemstar in like 2015.
Birdman's good, getting a lot of shouting. Send me some of the videos.
Yeah, massive. He's like massive too. Yeah, I'll send. He doesn't really do like any of the drama stuff no more.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of YouTubers, Matt, there's this. I was watching this guy earlier today, and you remind me he doesn't have a hand. His name is Ian Davis, and he's an engineer, and he made his own hand.
That's pretty cool.
Matt's a lazy bitch. He's never gonna make his own leg.
That ain't happening. Nah. This is about as good as it gets right here on Tommy C's show. I ain't making no hand or leg.
I mean, you never know.
I've heard about stuff like that. I think a hand is easier than a leg, though.
Yeah, I would think so.
With a lot of weight.
I would think so.
I know, but like it's really cool because he manages to he has his thumb left and some of the muscles in his thumb, and he manages to move the fingers individually using that.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they can like lift hammers and shit.
Crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's not going to do shit about it. He's just going to search stuff for me. Him and his one leg. So, talk to you later, Robin Hood. Thanks for the call. There's another guy. Unknown Otaku. You're on here.
Howdy.
Howdy. How you doing?
I haven't heard this name in a while. What happened? Did some situation come up? I can't rewind the stream.
You're gonna have. You can't rewind. I thought I put that on. Xanderhal is gonna do some stuff with Lauren Southern and Half Baked. That's my crew. We're my peoples. Vega, Turkey Tom, and the fucking commies are calling him a fascist. It's not that big a deal. That's it.
He's as far as fascist as I can think. think of. Almost.
Yeah, the commies are calling him fascist. So,
I mean,
it's just typical behavior from there.
Pig Punch.
You know, it's just typical horse shit. You know, same old stuff.
Although the Pig Puncher was a reference to Minecraft.
Pig Puncher?
Yeah, that was his old name, his old YouTube name.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't think he ever punched any pigs. What is he? Fuck, he said he was in high school in 2016. It's 4 years ago. Was he 21?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I'm sure he
he told me something like that when he went on my podcast a while back when he was at like.
I don't believe his origin story. I think it's horseshit. It sounds like bullshit. I don't buy it at all.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
It's convenient.
Very convenient.
Oh my god! I think you read that article that put DeFranco on the cover of the New York Times, and then like this complete lie, and then he's like, "I'll just go with this one. I'll say I was one of them." Yeah, it's horseshit.
It sounds like a tough situation.
No, it's not. It's not very tough at all. Oh, Extreme Dad's here. Do you have anything interesting to say?
No.
Get the fuck out of here. Bye. Extreme Dad. Oh, shit. Extreme Dad.
Hey, buddy.
How are you, sir? How can I help you? Hello? Oh, what the fuck? You can't do this. This is the worst thing. Is all the crazy shit that Extreme Dad said over the years. All right, you ready?
You there?
What
Hello?
the fuck? You had it before. I heard you dipshit. Now I can't hear you at all.
Can you not hear me?
Now I can. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, perfect. Let's talk. Do you want to let's rehash our Xanderhal beef?
I don't have a Xanderhal beef.
We do. You and I do.
What about what?
Bro, our beef? Are you kidding me?
Our beef. No,
we're rehashing it right now.
You promised
live on
me
air,
a bunch
bro.
of information that they screwed you. You couldn't produce it. So as far as I'm concerned, it didn't happen.
Bro, come on.
No, like what's to come on about? I just told you.
Is that how it went down?
Yes, you never produced what you said you were going to produce. When pushed,
you weren't a little bit uncharitable to me.
It doesn't matter if I'm a shit. You never give me any evidence, so I couldn't accuse him of something. You were perfectly comfortable with me accusing Xanderhal and Vosh of something that you couldn't possibly prove.
Yeah, they accused me of something.
And again, you produced no evidence whatsoever.
I can't prove a negative.
Well, you could prove they fucking said you were a pedophile, you stupid fuck.
I did by showing you the video where they said I was a pedophile.
You showed me nothing. You showed me nothing.
Video.
Well, you got to back your shit up. The only thing I found with you, I did find it a little interesting, but it doesn't get. It could have. It may have not been Xanderhal or Vosh. The only thing I found mildly interesting that you were taken out of context, but that might not have been that could have been Xanderhal and fucking Vosh believing the bullshit story. It looked to me like you got screwed by somebody in this community. But you wouldn't work with us. You can't talk to us. You can't function. You have some kind of cognitive disorder, and I'm not going to fucking. I'm not running into battle without a weapon. So you're fucked. And I explained this to you, I don't know how many times, and it doesn't resonate for some reason.
Well, you're being a little bit overboard on it. I mean,
no,
it doesn't
I'm not.
necessarily
I'm
need to
telling
be
the
this serious.
exact truth. That's why I didn't cover it. I said I would.
What?
That's exact. No, I'm telling you the exact truth. That's exactly why I didn't cover it. For the reason I just gave you. You produced nothing. You weren't able to defend yourself. And I did look at it. It did look strange, but it wasn't evidence to sit there and say go after Xanderhal and so it's over. It's done. It's he raped me and I have no evidence to back it up. That's it. It's like any other fucking accuser. You have the goods. You have the goods. Doesn't matter whether it happened or not. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
Well, you missed out on a good story, bro.
No, I didn't. You're completely off your fucking rocker, and I would have gotten in trouble and lost all credibility.
No, not this time.
No, why not?
Because I'm right.
Because you're right. Exactly. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove, you stupid fucker.
Yeah, and I can prove it.
No, you can't.
You asked Vosh.
Hear this? This might put you on. You can't prove a thing. You can't prove anything. You're nuts.
Ask Vosh.
You're crazy.
Ask Vosh for those screenshots he said.
Ask Vosh. I don't have access to Vosh. That's up to you. You're the one that brought the story to me, and you said you were going to send me shit. You had nothing. Nothing in the tank. All you said to me is, "We're going to get him. We're going to get him." Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice my right. You are fucking nuts. You belong in a hospital. You belong in a hospital. It's sad. It really is sad. Jesus Christ. If I was stupid like somebody like Deaf Noodles or fucking Rep Zilla or anybody that takes every fucking word of some woman. Yeah, I would have, but I'm smarter than that. I knew how to cut
Aren't you
this
doing
off.
that right now? When you believe
I'm cutting you off.
Washing them?
No, I have no evidence. You fucking dolt.
He's not saying he believes Bosch.
Just let him go. Just let him go. You have nothing. If it happened, look, if he called you a pedophile, and I do think this stuff was, I don't think you're a pedophile, and I do think the stuff was taken out of context, but I don't know what their involvement was, and he couldn't prove it. So maybe, I think what more than likely happened is you called in there, you irritated the ever-living shit out of them, and they either took you out of context to make you look like a pedo, or one of their fans did, and then they repeated it. But I mean,
yeah, that's probably a fair characterization of what happened.
All right, but I couldn't even prove that. So there you go. That's it. I don't know what they knew and when they knew it. You know, for all I know, they were presented the same stuff that I was that made you look terrible. And then, yeah, there was some stuff backing up your story. I think Freak went over that. But here's the thing: you can't answer direct questions. When you're put on the spot, you're like, no, not true. No, why isn't it true? I mean, you can't explain anything. You know,
I mean, it was well, anyway. Well, I'm glad we got to rehash this, you know?
I'm not. I wish you would just shut up and get over it. Personally.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over it. Move on.
All right, we'll do.
I was told I was pissing on children and shit and doing all sorts of fucking degenerate stuff. You get over
it. Bro,
it.
it's not like it upsets me, bro. I think it's
Oh,
funny.
no. It doesn't upset you at all. That's why you were fucking racking my fucking brain. And me and Freak and Doc had to fucking yell at you for almost an hour straight to get any kind of fucking straight story out of you. No, it doesn't bother you at all.
That's because you guys take this shit so seriously, but it's just like...
What the fuck? What the fuck, you fuckface?
What?
I gotta take it seriously if I'm gonna call these guys false accusers, you cocksucker. I mean, what the fuck's the matter with you?
So okay. Well, that seems a little backwards to me, but okay.
You belong in a hospital. Check in.
Tommy, I wasn't going to jump in here, but, you know, I want you to take this story very seriously, but I don't want you to take the story very seriously. For 3 weeks,
I can do nothing with you.
No fucking evidence.
I can do nothing with you. I can't do anything with you. I don't understand why you don't understand that. You think like I hate you or something? I don't care one way or another. Actually, I think you're great. You're great content. All right, but you have nothing for me, and you want me to march into battle naked, and I'm not doing it. So fuck off. Yeah, there you go.
All right, we'll do.
All right.
Good job.
Talking to you too. Take care.
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. He's still here. He won't even get the fuck out.
Yeah, he won't explain himself. That's his fucking problem. We've wasted too much time on this asshole.
That was good. It was good to go back.
Jesus Christ.
It was good. Yeah, that was great. He's something wrong with him. You know?
How long ago was that?
6 months ago, right?
Yeah,
like by October.
I was trying to remember. I was like,
oh, this is the yeah. I never did like a whole stream on it. It was always like kind of back hardcore. Put a one in chat if you remember this whole situation. I'm kind of interested. Right.
I remember you talking about it at one point, but I don't.
Yeah. I you know what? I think somebody really screwed him, like bad, and I'm sure it hurts. I just would. He's just, it's impossible for him to be honest, and he has some kind of cognitive disorder. Yeah, y'all remember? Yeah, he has a problem, and I you know look at those guys like Vosh. He was probably going in there. They couldn't recognize that he had a problem of sorts, so they fucking set him up with some fucking pedo horse shit. You know. In fact, the one thing where that proves he's a pedo, I think Freak showed it to me. He literally goes back and tells the girl she's too young. Well, I don't know if Vosh and Xanderhal
That's a lot of money, I guess,
deliberately cut that part out, and that was the problem I was having. I couldn't prove that. I don't know if Vosh and Xanderhal deliberately cut that out, but somebody did. Somebody tried to make it look stupid because they were probably angry. Thanks so much, Circuitry. Somebody fucking did him dirty, and it's wrong. You know, I don't care if he's fucking got a screw loose. You know, it's a horrible thing to do. But there's not. And I would have done it, but there's nothing. There's no there. So what are you gonna do? And I'm getting away from this sex stuff anyway. So he's really out of luck. You know, it's like he's another thing. He's asking me for help, and then going after Nick, and he's probably just a pain in the ass to those two, and they fucked him. We wouldn't do that because we're not a bunch of hateful cunts.
Yeah.
Just goof on him, But I could see them doing that. I could see like if he got one over on them, or maybe a joke, or made the chat laugh, and their egos couldn't handle it. I could see them going out and screwing them. Sure.
He was probably waiting for the right moment for another Xanderhal stream or something, so he could pop in.
Yeah. Oh, I was. That's why I pulled him immediately.
Yeah, Tommy, you don't understand. We just have to be less negative, okay?
Yeah, that's it.
We're too toxic
Too
for
toxic.
his
Stick
perspective
around.
on life.
Yeah. Hey, Rad Doc. Hold on. Let's take some calls. Anonymity, aren't you?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, anonymity.
Hello.
How can I help you?
I was gonna say, you guys were talking about Xanderhal. Did you hear him calling a transgender a Nazi psyop?
That's what's a Nazi? What's a psyop?
I'll link it to you.
Like in military terms, or like CI, like psyop.
Like,
No. This is a 15-year-old transgender, and Xanderhal labeled her as a Nazi psyop.
I think she's a fan of mine. If I'm not
Because they were saying
mistaken.
that they were faking. Yeah, they were faking being transgender. That's what fucking Xanderhal said.
Yeah, because she's like red.
Yeah, they're saying she was alt-right,
Yeah.
camouflaged as
Yeah.
transgender.
I have a few people in the transgender community that follow me.
Remember? Is that some of them have also
It's another thing. It's always stupid. I mean, I probably you really got to watch with punching down. You know, you really got to watch this shit. And I've done it. I mean, I did it. I didn't go real hard on that sad Laura girl, but you really got to. You don't know what the fuck you're talking to. You know.
Yeah.
are also Nazi psyops? For those,
what's a Nazi psyop? Like they all have their stupid
It's like
fucking
a
labels.
person that's like, I think that a Nazi psyop is someone that's like pretending to be, they're like a Nazi, but they're hiding, like being, you know, we're
but
Like
they
they're
can't.
alt-right,
So they can't win the
racist
argument, but it must be because this person is deep down a Nazi. Yeah, that's brilliant.
those you guys that don't know.
Yeah.
So this looks pretty standard, right? LGBTQ plus ND, don't know what the neurodivergent, she, they, a heart, follow, retweet equals I agree, or doesn't equal I agree, blocked by deaf noodles, alt-right. I don't know.
It's alt-right is written that way to see how stupid it is. I can't believe the internet mind of. I mean, I know that fucking meme where you know alt-right, like, oh, I'm alt-right. That's why, you know.
Supposed to feel like a meme. I like free speech a lot. Token RFC, trans girl, PFP, and then when you go.
Yeah, see, trans. You know, they do this with black people too. They can only think one way and they only feel one way.
Yeah.
When you go into their tweets, they're a Nazi.
Oh, he's
Remember?
genius. You know, it's really tough to feel sorry for Xanderhal. I hope his own people body him and eat him, because that's what lefties do. If you really want to know, you want to learn about the radical left, right? Look no further than the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia. Like, a lot of people think, you know, there was enough of them around, that they were, you know, slaughtering people. There's a full-blown Holocaust there in the late 70s. They were killing each other. And they were taking pictures of Khmer, like before. It was all like, it was really systematic, sort of like the Nazis, probably the most, even maybe even more so. And I think it was like 2 million people, 1 million people like that. And they take a picture before they shot you. And we're talking women, children, kids. Most of them are, you know, just like, they were initially communists and helped the Khmer Rouge get to power. But everybody started accusing everybody of being like fucking CIA or a capitalist. So they just literally ate each other. It got so bad that the Vietnamese, other communists, right, had to step in and stop them from slaughtering each other, right? Go look at the history of this thing, and you will hear some of the same fucking insane language that comes out of AOC's mouth, and the same logic, the same reasoning. It's just nuts. What do they call that? You know, you're not allowed to opinion if you're white. What is it? It's like a scale.
There was like a scale of whiteness or something.
No, it's fucking, I can't remember it. And it's basically a hierarchy of it's like a hierarchy of, you know, if your opinion means something, it's always based on whether you're gay or straight or white or black or what have you.
Yeah,
it's called.
I sent you more clips because there's more even of Xanderhal giving over the same fucking topic.
It's too funny.
I think it's because there was a fucking video.
How could you be a trans
Discord
Nazi
call
anyway?
or
Like,
something?
I mean, I'm sure she wouldn't go over well in fucking, you know, the alt-right community.
Wait. The person who made the fake
I think
screenshot was a Nazi.
Oh, she made a fake screenshot. Is this what it was?
Yeah.
Well, who cares? People do that with me all the time.
I don't.
Was she sell? Well, in fairness, was she? He has a right to be mad if she was selling it as something legitimate. Was she Def Noodlesing him or?
No, I don't think that she wants. I don't think that she wants.
She wasn't
I know
saying
that
it was
person,
legitimate.
but,
It was
No,
like-
she was posting
it
and think it was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a fake. Yeah.
So, but he has a heart attack. Okay.
Yeah.
The Twitter lefties that are passive. Actually, it's not surprising. Woke scolds on Twitter throw around the. I guess they wouldn't be woke scolds. It's like the pieces of shit on Twitter that don't like me. Do you like to throw around fake shit made by Nazis of me, Vosh, ContraPoints, anybody that they don't like? That's funny. Virum Zero is apparently the person who made the fake screenshot that they've been throwing around, and that person
it wasn't
is
even
friends
the. It
with
wasn't
this
even the
Nazi.
transgender.
It's this person, Def Tiesler, and they've got the 41% channel for trans people because trans people commit attempt suicide. Like 41%, I don't know, it's like 41%, some meme like that. And there's the colored channel, Blood for the Blood Gods.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He sounds like a party.
Yeah.
He sounds like he must be mad fun. No, he's just boring.
Yeah,
it's some guy calling him up and they get to arguing and he's just like, you know what? I used to like you, but you're just a fucking kid, and I realized that. I'm like thinking to myself, no shit, but yeah, he said something to the effect of, I was told this. I don't know that. Excuse me. And then he's like, well, yeah, I'm trying. You know, I am young. Oh my God. Whatever. I don't hate Xanderhal. I just think he's goofy.
You know the meme of the guy standing in the corner at a party, just like awkwardly. That's what Xanderhal reminds me of.
I don't think that was him.
standing.
I don't think that's. I think that's what he likes to put off. I think his whole background story is utter bullshit. I think he got along pretty well in high school. I think he got probably subpar grades, and you know he's really into internet culture, and he wormed his way in. I don't buy I don't buy his backstory. I think he's a walking front.
Wasn't he saying that he was like a part of the alt-right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he saying that he was
horseshit.
fucking alt-right or something?
Designed to.
He got radicalized by 2B2T on a fucking Minecraft server.
Yeah. I don't even believe it. I mean, it could be true. It could be true. I'm not saying he's a liar, but I don't believe the word that comes out of his mouth. It's you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it sounds like to me. Like, and I heard this when I was in the army too. Like, everybody from Jersey saying they're from New York. So because it sounds a little badder, you know, and I noticed guys from Chicago that lived in the outskirts, like in the suburbs. Oh, I'm from Chicago. No, you're not. You know, it's kind of like
everyone from Rhode Island says they're from Jersey. All that.
Nobody's
stuff.
Rhode Island, so they say from Boston.
What?
Rhode Island, you say from
The guy.
Boston.
Oh well, the guy in Jersey Shore was. I don't know. Like the
Really?
guy from Rhode
No,
Island.
you say you're from Boston, but that's Xanderhal to me. It's just that vibe, that energy, just like that's what I'm picking. I don't buy a word out of his mouth. I think he's a dopey kid.
Yeah.
That wants to be seen as being.
He was
intellectual,
homeschooled,
you know.
by the way.
Oh, he was. Well, maybe he's a retard.
Yeah, he was homeschooled. Yeah.
He was homeschooled. Wait.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Was he? Lucky him.
told.
I mean, probably. Well, why is he in university?
I think that he dropped out to do YouTube.
Dropped out.
You know,
So we
he
got a
became
college.
big-
So he's basically
well, not
me.
dropped
He's a
out.
college fucking dropout, telling everybody how to fucking live and how good government is. Okay, sure. But again, I want to make this utterly clear. I think it's bullshit what they're calling him a fascist. I think it's bullshit they're calling my friends fascist. I think he has every right to talk to who he wants, when he wants, and how he wants. And he can preach any kind of bullshit or stand on any kind of pedestal that he feels free. Just, you know, don't cry too much when you get kicked off of it. That's it. You know? I don't think he's the most contemptible person on there. Now, if he was involved in the extreme dad thing and on framing that guy, then, you know, I hope he dies and burns in hell and his dick falls off. But, I mean, I don't have any evidence of that. So there you go. That's my opinion. Get out of here, anonymity. I'm not. Just stay anonymous. Fuck off. What's this guy? Cheese Lad, you're on the air. Cheese Lad? Cheese Lad. Hello? Douchebag.
They always leave. That's their point.
Loza, you're on the air.
Oh shit, man, I didn't realise my mic was muted. Right, so Tommy, right, do you remember that time you said I could be like a background dude for like your videos?
No, I don't know who the fuck you are.
What the fuck, man? Okay, so I'm the guy that you say sounds like he's from London, but I'm from Wales. I'm also the
I
guy
don't remember you.
that goes by Parodys.
This conversation sucks. Can you make it not suck?
It's all the same area to an American.
Yeah.
So
Make this conversation. Here's what I want from you. I don't know why I would ever consider you for being a teammate or anything like that. You're terribly fucking boring.
You know what, Tommy? You literally just had that guy, and I don't know how to say his name. The whatever his fucking
anonymity.
name is,
Another thing, you can't speak English, so I can't put you on.
My brains out, man. He was so boring.
Yeah. You can't even say anonymity.
Conversations.
I can barely say.
Personality.
Yeah, you barely speak English. What am I going to put you on for?
Because I have no teeth.
You have no teeth?
Yeah. That's a fucking.
That
I'll get on camera. I'll do my little fuckboy poses. I'll look real sexy for you.
Yeah,
I'll make you look younger.
On the air. Brandon talks, everybody.
What up, Tommy?
What's going on, man?
So I got a call last night at midnight. Woke me up out of my sleep from Brian Martin's brother.
Oh, yeah?
And he just wanted to pass a warning, and I figured, I wouldn't take it to bed with me. I would pass it on to somebody who's friends with Turkey Tom. Kevin Martin is going to murder Turkey Tom.
I see.
He's going to slice him up in many pieces.
Why do they think that scares me? These are two of the biggest beta males I've ever come across in my fucking life. There is nothing about them that, and I am fat, out of shape, and middle age, and I smoke and fucking drink, and there's a lot of guys that can fucking kick my ass. They're not one of them. Neither of them. That's it.
Yeah,
I think I can take them both at the same time. The midgets, I don't know.
I was supposed to have Brian on the podcast today. He said he would show up if I had Tom in the video with him, and he fucking no-showed. So I don't know if it's the call last night from his brother, which made him drop off the map. But if he's in here, I'd love to have him on the fucking podcast.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to have you. By the way, he did a great job with that fucking Blue. Yeah, I watched good portion of that. I enjoyed that. I think you did a good job with being that guy. And I want to. Any of your detractors were fucking bullshit. They're all yelling at you for platforming the guy. I hate this. This is what this show's about.
Right?
How do you find out about these guys if you don't let them talk? If you ever whatever. What was that suicide? You were listening to Suicidal Tendencies?
I haven't heard that one.
Yes, obviously.
You put a bullet in my head, but you can't hear the word I said. Revolution. Yeah, that's what I think.
And what's funny is everybody talks so much shit about platforming these people, but dude, how many murder people like Timothy McVeigh's, like all those they watch all that shit every time it's on the news.
Yeah, I know.
But they don't.
When you talk to these guys, you can kind of see it coming. You get a vibe from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
My key is just to get them to talk. You keep talking about your scenario, and usually if someone's full of shit, it will come out through their conversation. You don't really have
bingo.
To
Bingo. How the fuck is it? How the fuck Brian Martin or that other fucking his brother's a big creep too? Like how the fuck whose ass have they kicked? What fight they been in? I'm interested in this manhood horse shit.
I'll give it to Kevin. He kind of dipped out of the limelight. He would have never shown his face around here if nobody ever really spoke about him again. He found himself a wife. He's doing his job. He doesn't really fuck with people anymore. But obviously, if you're raised in the same household as Brian, there's a good chance.
They're all both the twins are getting molested all the time, and they take it out on the rest of us. That's what I heard.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna.
I think,
yeah,
I think this is why everybody gets angry about you molest kids because they grow up and they're a pain in everybody's ass.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have my body cut up in a bunch of pieces.
I don't think he's going to cut anybody up. I don't cut anybody. Do you know, like somebody claiming to be Brian Martin sent me a picture of a tiny penis? A
tiny one?
A very tiny penis.
What? So was it really from Brian then?
I'm fucked if I know. I mean, they changed his email because I block him on all my email, and then he'll make a new email and send it.
Right.
Very tiny.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been one of your viewers too, saying, "Let me see if this little prank gets on."
Yes, I wonder.
About.
I was hoping Turkey Tom would run it as far as far as because he did say his life is a tent and he needed a penis pump or some shit like that. And that's funny to me. So your tiny dick, low testosterone, 5'0" fucking frame is gonna whip my ass. No, it's not. And I don't think it'd whip your ass either. You seem to have taken pretty good care of yourself after the army. Have you not?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm a fighter. I grew up fighting.
There you go. I don't think these two bitches could fight their way out of a wet paper bag. Telling them my door is gonna knock or something's gonna fucking do what you gotta do.
Right. Well, look who they're threatening though. They threaten kids, right? So it's like
they threaten kids. Come on my face. Something tells me no. I think they're punks. That's what I think.
Yeah, well, I don't think we'll see Kevin again if nobody else makes videos about him. I think he's kind of dipping back into privacy. But Brian, if you're listening to this, come on my podcast. It's open door. Tommy, I appreciate you.
Anytime, Brandon. Take care, buddy.
Man,
I'm gonna give you a roll here. Fuckhead. There you go. Brandon gets a roll. There you go. Internet tough, futuristic hub. 5 foot nothing. Looks 10 years older than he is. Fucking freak. Freak of nature. I bet Tommy, when he was wandering the forest living in trees, and I found him under a leaf, scoped him with my meaty hand, and curiously, what? Cautiously bopped my nose with his Irish finger. I don't know. That's the weirdest one I ever read. That's
yeah.
I already put you. The Soapy the monkey on the air. What's up? How can I help you?
After that extreme dad shit, holy crap! That
He's
was
funny
so
guy.
fun.
I get a kick
Great
out
to
of
hear from him again.
Yeah, it's always refreshing. Stop everything. His entire
I just want to,
and he's still fixated on fucking going after Xanderhal and Vosh. I've explained.
I remember I was listening to that stream. That was so long ago, and he's
funny.
still doing it.
Yeah, I finally got around to him. You know.
Well, yeah. I actually want to say something about Xanderhal. I was hearing your defense of him early on, and I think there's, you know, I don't agree with everybody that's going after him, but I will say, you know, he's called out Nick and Tom by name on stream before. I don't have a clip for you. It was a while back, but I remember watching it. Like he's pointed the alt-right label at them before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
look, I'm just talking about this instance. I don't think he has much character overall. I mean, these guys, instead of debate, I mean, at least he's debating or trying to argue. Most of these people it's like that Kevin Bacon game, the 7 degrees. Like, how can they put you in a label? It's not debating. It's not discussing ideas. The idea behind debating is to get to the truth. You have two people disagree, and you have to, they're not trying to do that. They're trying to win. I'm unimpressed. I'm unimpressed. They're PredTubers. They're entertainers. And that's
I agree. I agree. He should be doing the Lauren Southern thing. Like, there's no problem with that. And he went on Vosh's. You know, he went on Vosh the other day for like an hour just talking to Vosh about how he was going to prepare for the debate. So he's not going on there to fraternize with her. He's going on there to debate.
Yeah, exactly. She's going on. He's going on. Like, what the fuck, dude? I can't. Yeah, but I mean, I still think he's dopey, and I think
just with the Laura thing, like,
I would not be surprised.
I
would not be surprised if if he trips up and gets a memeable moment, because I don't think he goes in debates with the best of intentions or it's just about getting them. I'm gonna get her off guard. I'm gonna get that. I'll score that point. When that's not really a debate at the end of the day. It's just fucking, it's just the way it is. You know.
I mean, that's just IBS, but worse. Like, it's not great. You know?
It's all about your own personal ego at the end of the fucking day, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly Xanderhal's got an ego going. I mean, my point is just like with the Laura shit. Like, I think he invited that criticism when he spent all this time in the past and go on the stream. Nicholas DeOrio is an alt-righter. Turkey Tom is a Nazi. All this shit that he's been saying, then to all of a sudden be like, I'm going to infiltrate the drama community. I'm going on RFC after hours. I'm going on fucking.
I'm so glad he did that. Are you kidding me? That's the funniest shit he ever did.
It's content.
That's fucking funny. That's content. That's all I care about. See, all I care about is people doing stuff I can laugh at it, and the more they do it, the better for me, because I'm sick of talking about sex assault. So.
I'm right there with you, man. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm entertained as fuck. I can't wait for that podcast to come out. I want to see if he's attacking them or if he's just does the thing. You remember all that shit where he was calling out Bo Blacks on his stream for fucking 2 weeks, and then he finally goes on RFC and he's like, "Oh, hey, Bo Blacks, what's up? What's going on?" Just being all chummy. I'm wondering.
Why call him an autistic faggot? Like he really was thinking.
He probably heard it by now, but
yeah, that's funny. I bet Bobax is thrown off. The anger towards Bobax is so obviously related to how he grows. You know, that's the really funny part about the Bobak's phenomenon is, you know, they've tried to pigeonhole him into some kind of far right ideology. And look, I'm not trying to insult the guy here, but he's not. Like, he has a cognitive disorder as well. I mean, he's open and upfront with it, and he tries to fight it, and he's always trying to push through. And I admire that part of Bobak's. But it's like, if you get a win over Bobak's, it's like, it's not like you just like.
Is that really an accomplishment?
Like, it's really an accomplishment. Like, oh, I just owned Sean Hannity. I just owned Sean Hannity on Fox News. Fuck you! I just fucking made Bobak's look ridiculous. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Like, are you?
I feel bad.
I mean, come on, Jesus Christ! I'm really not putting the guy down, but Bobak's isn't a political mind. He's a YouTuber to the bone. Yeah.
No, and he goes on. I mean, not only that, he goes on Twitter, and if anything, I'd say he's probably a little left of center. You know, like at least from the shit that I've seen,
from the stuff I've seen too. Yeah, I think that's fair. That's fair.
Have you made a Black Lives Matter song?
And I'll tell you something about all the Vosh. I'll tell you something where Bobak's got it over fucking Xanderhal and Vosh. Bobak's is Twitter. I enjoy his Twitter. He's
That's
fucking
a lot of money, I
funny.
guess. For
the written word especially. Bobak's is very, very funny. When he's in a good mood and he's relaxed, he doesn't think anybody's attacking him because he gets a lot of shit. He is fucking spot on fucking funny. Laugh out loud, hold your fucking belly funny. So, and I realize he says a lot of stupid things. He's got involved in things he shouldn't and all that other stuff. But, dude, the entertainer that Bobak's is, right? And I think he should interject more in his fucking videos. Right, and bring what you see
I
on
agree.
his
I
Twitter,
like his commentary.
Bring what he said, like his funny comments on Twitter, and interject them in the thing just for jokes and laughs, you know. And exactly. We appreciate Bobak's. I appreciate Bobak's. I think he's a great entertainer. I think he's done a fantastic job, and he earned every sub he got. And the fact that, you know, people like Xanderhal and fucking Vosh and what was that other jackass, the Turkish guy from New Jersey, Chank's cousin,
Don?
that dipshit. I mean, get the fuck over. Oh yeah, and fuck Pokemon too. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like he's some kind of fucking threat. I mean, he's an autistic man, just fucking pushing through life, man. And I can't imagine. And I've said a lot of rotten stuff from Bobak's. I'm not taking any of it back, but here's one thing I will say. I can't imagine how difficult it is to struggle with that affliction and push through. And he did. And that's something to fucking admire. And you know why he did it? Because he doesn't walk around saying, I'm autistic. Yeah. Well, sometimes he does. For the most part, he doesn't.
I was going to say he does sometimes.
No, he doesn't even do that. He plays Martin Luther Autismo. That drives me berserk, right? You know, he plays Martin Luther Autismo. But he never says, I can't because. And that's something to be admired about Bobak's. And I mean that. So, there you go. Get out of here, soapy monkey. Thanks for the call. Sophie Monkey. Spike Hike. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss. Go.
All right. Have you ever heard of horseshoe theory before? Like that sort of
the horseshoe theory? No, you have to fill me in.
Is it like the butterfly effect?
No, it's not like that. It's pretty much like, so like you have like the moderates on like the top of the horseshoe. It's like the part where it's.
You're saying where the far left and the far right almost touch. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, like that's where I'm going. So like the far left and the far right are kind of like, they claim to be like separate from each other, yet they're like really similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah, the farther they go, like, yeah.
We were talking about like the tankies and.
Yeah, I've heard some. I generally, I don't really need any kind of, I don't know, some kind of graph to show me. I generally think I don't. You know, one is insane over race, the other is insane over like class. So, but the results are like identical when you get far left in charge or the far right inside. It's just.
I think both are kind of obsessed over race in some sort of way. Like.
Yeah. Well, no, but the structure, like far right. Let's just go National Socialist. It hinges on whether you're whatever particular race is in their sights as superior, all right? But it all kind of leads to, even control over those people that are Aryan. You know, it just sucks this way, and that's their way to a better society. And then the whole thing with the left is, you know, trying to build a classless society, and you know what they're willing to do that. I mean, they use
which
race in a
is
different
literally
way.
unachievable, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it is. No, it's unachievable. No. What the left usually ends up doing is they destroy economies, and this classless. There's a binary. It ends up the same way as sort of medieval times. There's two classes: government and your stupid poor ass. That's the only thing they've ever accomplished in these communist states or far left states. You're rich or you're poor. You're in government or you're not. Whereas they're always trying to tell us that like a capitalist economy that has several different classes in it is terrible and horrible. It can be worse. It can be, you guys could be running the show, or if you get a situation where, what you saw in Italy and Germany, that could be
like
pretty
what
bad
Marxists think is that they want a society in which like the bourgeoisie are eliminated.
Yeah,
and only have
eliminated.
The proletariat.
And look what they're willing to do
so
to
like
do
they
it.
want one class, but
well,
I
like
guess
who's more
that would probably
bourgeois than fucking like Trump supporters, your average American soldiers, cops, what have you? I mean, eliminated exactly. I mean, it's the same thing. So now flip that. The world, this country would be great if there was just no black people or Hispanics or this, that, and the other thing. And you go to the other side. This country would be great if all these fucking people disagree with you just happen not to be here. It's just they're both hate ideologies.
Both of the extreme sides are like stupid.
And that's why both ideologies try to put you in a state. You're a Nazi, you're a transphobe, you're this like that.
They put you in a box.
Yeah, they put you in a box to make you fucking the other, less human. So they're both like it's
they make
pretty
you
much
what
the
they
same.
want you to be.
Yeah. That's it. You're with us or against this mentality on both ends. Yeah. At the end of the day. All right, Bike Hike, get the fuck out of here. Bye. Let's give Cheese Lad a different start because we're almost going to end this. Cheese Lad, can you talk? Or are you dopey? Now your shit don't work.
Hello?
Hello, Cheese Lad. How old are you,
Can you hear
first
me?
of all?
Can
How old
you
are
hear
you?
me?
How old are you? I can hear
Sorry.
you. How old are
I
you?
am 13. So
Why are you calling in?
13.
You tell your parents you listen to the show?
I'm going to mute.
No.
You tell your parents?
No.
Why not? You shouldn't be listening. There's adult language here. What's the matter with you?
I just wanted to talk about how I feel like Xanderhal knew who Tabs was and I think he did that intentionally, knowingly slandering.
Oh, really? What did he slander her with?
Yeah.
I already forgot. I'm old. Like, what did he slander? Oh, he called her a Nazi psyop.
Yeah, he called her a Nazi and implied she wasn't trans because, and then said something like,
"Can you prove it?"
A Nazi because she's trans.
Can you
No,
prove
I
it?
cannot. But
No,
it's just speculation.
Well, you know. Well, you probably know. So you're saying he's a bad guy? Is he a bad guy?
Yeah, I think so. He called Nick. He said Nick was like a rape apologist or something along those lines.
I'm sure.
Because
anything to keep. Well, at least he's debating. Anything to you got to put that person on that thing because they're deplorable and they're not worth debating or talking about, or nothing they say means anything. You see the pattern? Do you understand the pattern? If you're you fit in, if you're just, it's really the equivalent of the black kids in high school. Yo, those guys are just haters. It's an excuse
Yeah, I
for it.
understand
It's just an excuse. You got to put them in there. Tommy's showing this kid some tough love. I haven't been hard on this kid at all. Have I been nice to you, kid? Kid.
Could you be kicked instantly?
Have I been nice to you? Have I been respectful?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have no issues? You don't think?
Yeah, I have no issues with you.
All right. Okay. Bye.
For a 13-year-old, that is very well spoken. So
what's that?
Well, I said for a 13-year-old, she was very well spoken. So
she. Oops.
He, she, whatever.
I thought it was tough to tell at that age. Yeah.
At 13, it's hard to tell.
Deserved. Sucks. Here the kids call in.
You nuked a kid, Tommy. How do you feel?
Good.
He took it well. He was just like, okay, bye.
Yeah, fine. Maybe he's a little ahead of the game. Maybe he's just Xanderhal. Fuck if I know. Alvin, you're on. 3. Hey, what's up, Alvin? How can I help you?
I was just curious, like, Tommy, if Susan Wojcicki, or however you pronounce her name,
Wojcicki.
If she came to you tomorrow and says, Tommy, we're going to change one thing or add one thing based on just one thing, though, what are you changing or adding to make YouTube a better place?
I tell her, take off that top. I want to see she's got under there. That's what I tell her.
See them titties.
No, but
wait, Chad, or wait, one thing. I don't think it's. I hate these questions. I don't know. She's fucking commie like the rest of them. You know?
Add more advertisers to the platform.
I don't know. There's no fix all. There's no one thing that'll fix anything. You know?
I think for me, I think what is to enforce the Constitution of free speech. If we
that
like,
you're smarter than me. They have to imply their rules like the.
Like if you're based in, like, I personally think this for all social media companies.
Yeah.
If you're based in the United States, you follow the United States Constitution.
You know, there
If
are
you're
some
based in
court
China,
cases popping up. My father was telling me there's some case law that these companies may be responsible for a certain amount of. They may have to protect free speech more than they think they do, because there's been other companies in the past that say, I can kick this person off or I not serve this person. It's my right of private business. They went to court and lost. So any of those precedents that I'm hearing of, so this is just a passing conversation I had with my dad, could be used in a future court case. So, you know, it hasn't worked in the past, you know, in certain situations. But I think declaring it the public square would be kind of, that would. Well, I honestly, I don't think anything. I think YouTube's or Google's an evil company that wishes to gain more power. I think they have a very close, if not incestuous, relationship with the Democratic Party, and they're trying to make not just U.S. policy, world policy. And I think the only thing that will be able to disarm them is to literally disarm them with our government, and declaring the place of YouTube a public space. I mean, you can sit there and tell them, look, you don't got to pay everybody with your ads. You certainly don't have to do that. But if you're going to remain having these protections, you are going to respect the country that gave the opportunity for this company to grow so well and be so fruitful. If you don't, we will tear you apart. And it's just got to be that simple.
And one more thing, do you think Biden's going to actually pull us out by September 11th?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't know.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
I don't know if it's even a good idea.
I'm just curious.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Somebody told me Trump was supposed to pull him out in May, but I
was going to say Trump said he was going to do it too. But
May. I worry about
for the past 15 years. So
every time they try to pull out, there's a problem.
I got mixed feelings about this. In one hand,
they pull me back in.
Yeah. In one hand, well, that's what I don't want to happen. Actually, at one hand, the boys have been there too fucking long. 20 years is too long. You know,
that's way too long.
It's fucking insane. Yeah. Right. And now, look, the Afghanistan isn't always hot, though. You can go years with it being relatively calm, but you still get your fucking face blown off with an IED. On the other hand, like, what's the point of pulling out and losing all the progress that we have made? I hope they have some small bases in there. Let the Afghan people kind of go what they're doing. Have no oversight, but could agree with the agreement with the government. We're going to have this small base and that small base and that. And if there ever is a situation where things act up, we can activate quickly, sort of like what we have in Kuwait. That would be an optimum situation. But otherwise, yeah, get the boys home, sure. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. I don't think Biden thinks he's a bowl of fucking fruit. All right, so I don't really like. What do the Democrats have planned? I think that's a better question. Yeah. So there you go. Talk to you later.
Alrighty, thank you.
And the last but not least, Mr. fucking Fletch, you're on the air.
Yo, what's up, bitch?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Yo, I'm just calling in. Why'd you have young Fletch on the show earlier, by the way? What the fuck was the deal with that?
Yeah, he sounded like you. He did sound like you a bit.
He did?
Yeah,
did you like that? You probably liked the little young boys, didn't you, huh?
Nah, fuck you, you fucking jerk.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah,
Listen,
you're just fucking with you.
I just called in to say that I shot 8 over today, and your fat ass will never be able to accomplish 8 over.
That. You play why don't you shot 8 over? Why don't you play hockey or football or something?
No, I was saying, hold on, bitch. I shot a 200. I shot a 200 last week.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I've got 2 victories.
Anyways, moving on.
I got 2 championships in fucking Apex today.
You're so bad. I watched you play there. You can't aim worth the shit, motherfucker.
Oh, you always say that. I just won today twice with my band aiming.
When do you have Yuri back on the show?
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. We agree. Okay, Afghanistan. Right, that's
hey, motherfucker.
What, motherfucker? Dude, golf sucks. Golf is for rich kids. Golf is not a man's game. It's
okay, every time I say do something, you do 0 activity. The most activity you do is walk to the fridge and back, motherfucker.
What do you mean? I play with my kid every day. We're running around outside. I play with my kid. What are you talking about?
Zero. No, you don't.
You do.
Golf is pretty lame.
It's lame. Yeah, you do activity. Well, you know what? You probably get the same workout if you just played pool. You know, that's what it is. Pasture pool. That's what my dad calls it.
Motherfucker, listen.
Yeah.
Why do you get to fucking shit on me all the time for doing this, man?
Shit on me. I shit on you all the time.
I played when I was a fucking kid. Why can't I play something else now?
Well, play whatever you want. It doesn't make it cool. I mean, you play fucking with your dick. I don't care. It's not cool.
Yeah, what makes you cool? Fixing arcade machines and getting fucking 300 views? That's fucking really dope, man.
Way cooler than you. Way cooler than you.
Listen.
You're one of the viewers.
Pat, when are you having Yuri back on the
show? For like 5 years now. You know.
Fuck it.
You've been here since you were 14, you fucking jerk off.
What's wrong with being 14?
I don't know.
Because I can't take you serious
now.
No, because I remember you back in the day.
Nobody takes you seriously.
Clean
You're
your
an
room.
SFTP staff.
Why don't you stop punishing your parents and clean your room, or just maybe even move out and fucking God, they can't wait till you go. You're such a pain in the ass.
Are you? What do you mean? I'm in school or not?
You're in school. I bet they're great. They're probably running around having a great time. God, we got the wise ass out of our house. God, they gotta pretend.
What the fuck? No, I live at home. I'm not paying for that to go fucking live at the school. Why the fuck would I pay for that?
Not now with the pandemic or anything. No.
What do you fucking much? You're gonna get fucking super gonorrhea and COVID. Not for no fucking time.
So, what's the matter? You don't like girls?
No, I do.
You afraid to get gonorrhea?
Well, I don't fucking want gonorrhea. You want gonorrhea?
No, I don't. But I mean, you can wear a condom. Yeah, like I don't know. It never stopped me before. What are you, gay? You gay? You don't like the girl?
No, listen. You always do this. You always call people gay when they say something like that. I think you're insecure, man. You always call people gay. I'm not insecure.
I made 2 babies. I fucked my brains out.
I think you're hiding something deep down there.
Something? You think so?
I saw you go to the rub and tug yesterday, and it wasn't a little
rub
chicken
and tug.
Rub and tug.
The rub and tug. You have rub and tugs in Canada? Is prostitution legal in Canada? I was wondering.
No, but we still have rub and tug, of course, man. What the fuck? I go there all the time.
I get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, well, you didn't answer my question.
What? What do you want me to say?
What? He did. Yuri back on the show.
Who?
Yuri.
Yuri who?
You're retarded.
God damn it! Tommy.
I knew it. I was gonna say no.
Well, why don't you interrupt for once? You guys interrupt me all the time. You could have fucking set me up with that one. Oh shit! I have to do this. I did not update the $10 Patreons. I'm gonna shout them out right now. First one being Tyke Nap. You will be in the credits in the future, and the next one being Guild Shalea. All right, you guys you'll be in the thing, and I think I have another one, but somebody sent me one today. Let's go back.
I think you got a new member too.
Guild Shalea message. Yeah, damn it, Janet. Lots of pretty black women. What the fuck? Black chicks dig me. So cool. You know, it's like, to me, like if you get a black chick into you, you're like the coolest dude in the world, right? Because black chicks don't usually like white guys. I don't blame them. They can't look at Fletch, you know. It's like if I'm cool enough to pick up a black chick, then I'm like manly man.
Hell yeah.
That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. I got them to flip.
You go to bed feeling great.
Once you go white, right, you know you're right.
Oh God.
So I got these cute black chicks like into me. I'm like, yeah, there you go. Right. I'll tell my wife. You get
just a member, Tommy. Calm down.
20, 30. I love women.
She likes your content.
She likes my yeah, exactly. No. The only women want me. That's why they sub. It's not just because I'm It couldn't be that. It could. It's White Boy Summer.
Sounds like another one of the white man's lies to me.
Yeah. Hey there, Jerome. Gonna take your girl. What a role reversal. It's 2021, right?
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like
big shout out to Toxic Piplup. Putting those timestamps in there. Thank you so much, Todd.
They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
You're a word, Harry.